guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you're having a really good day. I have been MIA for about 2 months now. I took a much needed break over the holidays, but I am back and we are going to do a video today. I'm super excited because I have been away for a long time, so I'm excited to be back in the chair with you guys, so hope you're excited too. We're going to try some stuff from Wet n Wild today. I went to Target yesterday and I got a couple stuff that was new. So first off, we have this Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator, which it feels like every single drugstore brand is coming out with like a tinted skin veil kind of a thing, and so this is their version of it. And it says it has hyaluronic acid in it, it has squalene, and it's sheer to medium coverage. So I'm excited to try that. Then I got this Wet n Wild Color Icon little palette here. It looks like they are trying to do something similar that e.l.f. has done with their bite-sized palettes. But this one is really nice. I really like the colors in here. This is the palette Sundays, and that is what that looks like. So we're gonna try that today. And then the thing that I'm so excited about is the Wet n Wild Mega Lash Incognito All Day Full Coverage Concealer. This is what this looks like. I have been waiting for Wet n Wild to come out with a new concealer because I do not like their photo focus one. I mean, for the price it's really good, but this is like the same price, and I'm really excited to see what this is about. So we're gonna try that today as well. And that is all the products I have today. I just figured we would try it out. It's gonna be a quick and fun video, so I hope you're excited. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you guys stay notified, and we're going to jump right into today's video. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with the eyes. I did my brows already and I already primed my eyes, so we're going to jump right into this little palette here. I'm going to start off with this shade right here. This one reminds me of a palette I already have from them. Let me be Not a Basic Peach Color Icon little palette that I have here. So I love this palette, I use it all the time, so I'm gonna do something similar that I usually do with this palette. So I'm gonna use that peachy orange shade first. I'm just going to place that on the outer corner and start blending it. Okay, so as per usual, Wet n Wild shadows are pigmented and they blend really well. This one's having a little bit of difficulty blending, but I feel like that's my eye primer. I use the Beautylish Base 2, which I actually really like, but it could just be that because it's just sticking to the eye primer. But next shade I'm gonna go into is this one right here, which is like a little bit of a darker burnt orange. I'm just gonna continue that on the outer corner. So far, loving the mattes, they're looking really good. These are the shimmers. These two look really good. This one's looking a little streaky, but they feel really nice, and I'm not a huge fan of Wet n Wild shimmers. Looks like they changed their formula up a little bit. They feel a little bit more creamier. So I'm going to grab a brush here. I'm not gonna do a cut crease. I'm gonna go in with this shade first. I'm gonna go in without wetting the brush, and then if I need to, I will wet it, and I do not need to. These are super creamy. A little bit of this copper shade right here and put that a little bit in the middle here. I really like the shimmers in this palette. I don't technically know if they're different than the other ones. I'm gonna go in and do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, I really like the way this came out. I pretty much used every single color in this palette. I did use a little bit of this in between the bronze shade and this shade. So I'm impressed. I absolutely recommend these. I think that they're so good. Like I said, I got this at Target, so I would check it out if you are interested. But I do think that the e.l.f. ones are just as good. It's just e.l.f.'s formula, and if you want to compare the two, I think that they're both amazing. I don't really see a difference between the two of them, like a huge difference. I'm gonna put some mascara on, pop some lashes on, and then we are going to get into the skin. So hang tight and I'll be right back. So while I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, I'm going to pop on a little bit of this tinted hydrator. So it says this oil-free perfector delivers hydrating benefits and a buildable sheer to medium tint for a flawless, softly luminous complexion. Hyaluronic acid and plant-derived squalene help promote healthy looking supple moisturized skin. So I'm excited to try this out. I have it in the shade medium tan. So this is what it looks like on the palette. It definitely does not look like a medium tan to me, but I use my sponge, and if I don't like it, I'll go in with the brush. But I'm just gonna dot this on. I did prime a little bit with the Element Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. I got this in a box of charm. I actually really like it. It leaves like a nice luminous look to your skin. But this is looking actually really nice. It's a little bit lighter than I like to go when it comes to foundations, but it has like a really nice dewy finish. And I like the way that it is sitting on the skin. I feel like if you are into like light coverage and you want something that's just gonna be a nice everyday foundation, this is definitely really nice. I'm gonna go with the brush. This is the Koki BR618 brush. I'm just gonna do just a little bit in like my acne prone areas just to kind of cover that up. But it does make the skin look really nice. I'm liking the way it looks. I have one lash on, the other one was difficult, was trying to be difficult. These are the Lashaholic, they're real, I swear. They're a little too spiky for me, but I do actually like them. They do kind of look a little bit natural. So I'm really liking the way that face is looking. I'm gonna look lopsided for a second here. Let's try this concealer. So again, this is the Wet n Wild Incognito Mega Last Concealer, and it's an all-day full coverage concealer. I'm so excited for this. I have it in medium neutral. It might be a little bit darker than the foundation, or the skin tint, which kind of pisses me off because this is medium tan and this is medium neutral, but we're gonna see how this goes. I think it's gonna be like a little bit too dark, but I can always put something on top of it. So this is what the doe foot looks like, which is really nice. And it looks like legit paint. So, a sponge here, and just pat this out. I mean, look at the coverage. And I think it's gonna be okay. I might need to put a little bit of a lighter concealer underneath it, on top of it, but it looks all right. I'm so happy they did this because I hated the Photo Focus concealer. Hated is a strong word, but I just did not like it, and I feel like Wet n Wild is such an amazing brand, and they needed to come out with like something with a lot of coverage. I think e.l.f. really scared them coming out with such amazing products for so cheap. So I'm just gonna go with a little bit more in this area where I have some acne. Other lash is on. Let's do a little bit of cream contouring. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer in Deep 50W. Do a little bit of this. I'm gonna take a little bit of the concealer and put a little bit down my nose. So this concealer definitely does crease, but it's not like super, super bad. It's not, I feel like all concealers crease, even if they say that they're creaseless. They all have like a little bit of creasing depending on how much fine lines you have under your eyes. So it is creasing a little bit, but not too bad, but I'm like loving the way the makeup is looking. So I'm gonna set this into place, finish the rest of my makeup, and we're going to see how it looks at the end of everything, and I'm gonna give you my final opinions. So give me 1 sec, I'll be right back, and we will see how it all turns out. Okay guys, so I am all done with the makeup. I am like super happy with everything, the way it came out. I am really, really liking the skin tint, the tinted hydrator. Really, really, really nice. I think that if you are in the market for a skin tint, there's a billion of them at the drugstore at the moment. But if you really are looking for a good one, this one is super, super nice. And if you don't want something that's extremely dewy, sometimes you put something on, it's like, you look like you have wet skin, and it's like, ugh. This one's really nice. I really like it. Ended up working out. The concealer, bro. The concealer. You guys gotta try this. I think it was like $3. I'll have the prices up on the screen like I usually do. But you guys need to freaking try this. It's like as good as the e.l.f. Camo concealer, and I feel like it's hydrating. I feel like it's a little bit more hydrating than matte. It's kind of in the middle there. My under eyes look fantastic. Same thing with the palette. I really like it. It's the same old formula, just a different packaging, but I really, really like the layout. Sometimes with the e.l.f. ones, I feel like they didn't give you the right colors. This one I feel like was very like buildable, like this is a transition and this one is like to deepen up the crease. And the shimmers in these were amazing, so definitely go out there and try it. I'm really happy with the makeup and the way it came out. Like it looks really like soft focus is like the way I describe it in person. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will be back on schedules. Don't forget to hit the bell so you guys stay notified for when I upload, and I really hope you guys have a really good week. Let me know if you tried these products and what you think, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.